Hello, my name is Rachel Brown. I am currently enrolled in Grand Canyon University and I am completing the Bachelor's in Science of Elementary Education program. I am currently taking the class UNV-108. I do apologize, I have a script to read because if I do not have a script to read, I will ramble and I don't want to do that. I want to stay on topic and on task for this assignment. So I will be making a video discussing the dispositions that I believe I possess, dispositions that I need to work on before my first year teaching, as well as some qualities that I believe professional educators should possess. In my words, dispositions are the values, beliefs, and attitudes that we have as we communicate with our students, their families, the communities that we live in, as well as our co-workers as professional educators. So to start with, I will discuss the dispositions that I believe that I possess, and those two dispositions are compassion and dedication. In the 3 years that I've been involved in childcare, I've watched myself grow more and more dedicated to this career that I believe God has called me to do. In 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58, the New International Version of the Bible, it says, "Therefore, my dear brothers and sisters, stand firm, let nothing move you. Always give yourself fully to the work of the Lord, because you know that your labor in the Lord is not in vain." The work in this verse that is mentioned to me is teaching. I have been discouraged by some people. I've been encouraged by many people to either continue or not continue this journey that the Lord has led me on. And to me, a dedicated teacher not only has a love for what they do, but is constantly working to make their classroom a better place for everyone. And I strive to have that energy about me and to do those things as I work with children every day. As of right now, I am employed as a paraprofessional and I work with the special education department as well as general education classrooms. I find myself having high expectations for students as well as encouraging them and reminding them that they can do hard things. I also try to be accessible to them, meaning if a child has a question or wants to learn more, they always know that they can come to me and that I'm a safe place. No question is a stupid question. You're never going to learn if you don't ask, and this is what I tell students every day. Dedication is staying even when the road gets rough and being a stable and strong part of your student's life. And that is what I strive to be every day when I walk into the school. I want to be that strong and stable part of any child's life. And the time that I have spent as a paraprofessional has opened my eyes to the amount of compassion that I actually have. I find myself genuinely being interested in what the students have to say, their feelings, what they're thinking. I find myself asking about sports activities, concerts, clubs that they're in, and just being a very kind and positive part of their day, as well as being comforting and uplifting when they're having hard times or having troubles with things, because some students don't have a compassionate and loving home to go to after school. And I want to be that part of somebody's life for anybody who needs it. And when I think of those who try to discourage me from following this path that God has led me on, I think of Philippians chapter 4 verse 13. And that verse is, "I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me," as no other job has given me the amount of joy that being involved with children and leading them and teaching them and guiding them. No other job has ever given me the inspiration that this job gives me. And next, I will discuss a disposition that I believe I need to work on before I enter my own classroom, and that would be the respect for the diversity of others. As someone who comes from a very small community, there's not much diversity. And that's not to say that I don't have respect for other diversities or try to be accommodating and respectful. It's just very rare that we experience things like that in our community. In the future, I will work towards being more inviting of diversity and encouraging of those who have different beliefs and different cultures, and work to celebrate what makes us unique and what makes us different. I will work on being more knowledgeable and knowing the background of my students' cultures and their beliefs, and do my research to develop my awareness to know these things. And finally, some qualities that I believe all professional educators should possess are dedication, compassion, and adaptability. As someone who believes they possess the dispositions of compassion and dedication, I think they're extremely important because you have to remember that you are working with children. They need someone who is dedicated, who will be there and not be a revolving door in their lives. They need stability and structure, and that only comes from someone who has dedicated their time to the job of being a professional educator. The same goes for compassion. Children make mistakes. It's our job to help these children to learn from their mistakes. I tell students all the time, it only becomes a mistake if you learn nothing from it. Being compassionate helps students to realize that you are there for them. You are there to help them learn and to help them grow. And finally, adaptability just seems like something that's common sense to me. Not every child is going to learn the same way. Working as a paraprofessional with special education and general education has really opened my eyes to the need for teachers to be adaptable and flexible in their teaching, because not every child can look at something and remember it. Not every child can write something and remember it. Students learn differently. Not everybody's brain works the same way, and if a teacher's not adaptable and can't switch their teaching styles to accommodate the students aren't going to learn. And that is my assignment for the dispositions to teach. Thank you for taking time out of your day to listen, and I hope everybody has a great night. Thank you.